podcast.
What's up, everybody?
We're chilling, eating Twizzlers, Brian and I.
How was your day, Danny?
It was good, dude. Today was exciting. It's Wednesday, right? No, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yeah, so tomorrow's Friday. So like just one more day till I go on vacation. Be out for 3 weeks. So
Hell yeah.
that's exciting. But a lot of changes going on. My bad, I'm eating Twizzlers, so
We're chilling. We're chilling right now.
So disrespectful. No, but a lot of like changes where I'm just trying to like think about what I'm trying to do in life and shit. Like you know, we talked off air about like jobs and shit like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like it's all happening fast, and so yeah, I'm just kind of like trying to take a step back and realize really what is for me, because I don't want to burn a bridge and then try to walk over it again. You know.
Yeah, but I think no matter what you do, like, I don't think you're burning any bridges. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you could always go back. Maybe not necessarily to what exactly you're doing right now, but like, let's say you do move and like start doing restaurants again, and that doesn't work out. That wasn't the best decision for you. You got all sorts of options. You know what I'm saying? You can work anywhere you want.
It's true.
It'll all be all right.
Yeah. So one thing we can dive into right off rip. Actually, let me see. All right, real quick. Like, we could just touch on politics because it's probably like the first one and only time we'll ever do it on the show.
Yeah,
Maybe, probably not. But for those of you listening who don't know me very well, hi, I'm Danny. No, I hate politics. Absolutely hate politics. Just because I like, truthfully, to me personally, there's nothing more boring. I was just telling Brian the other day, like, I love Joe Rogan. That came out weird.
I love Joe Rogan.
I love Joe Rogan. No, I love Joe Rogan's podcast. I listen to that like quite often, and there's never an episode so far that I haven't liked. But one that I had to skip was the Tulsi Gabbard episode, which she's like 2020 Democrat presidential election, whatever, Congress person, I don't know. And just, yeah, hearing the words, dude, it took me back to like 6th grade history. I wanted to bang my fucking head on the desk. Like, no, dude. Turn that podcast off. I try, but it's because like people get so involved and just so angry, like, because what they believe is what's right. There's no other way around it. Everyone else is fucking stupid. Like, I know a certain guy like this. So, and like, I just think like, who's right, dude, and how do you know? And like, why is it such a big deal?
See, my thing, because I pay attention to politics quite a bit.
I mean, hold on, my bad. I get why it's a big deal, but like, why get so mad over something you have no control over?
Yeah, and see, like, I think there's certain things, I don't want to get too into politics right now either, but like, there's certain things that I think it's okay to disagree on just because you have like a fundamental difference or like a philosophical difference. Like, if, for example, there's a lot of opinions that people have that are based on like religion or their like way of life or whatever, and there's certain things that I think, like, let me try to think of an example. Like, I think everyone wants the best for society, you know? Like, whether you support guns or you want everyone to take the guns away or whatever, like, everyone wants best for society. They think that what they believe is going to be best for society. And I think there isn't really a right answer. Like, none of us know. Like, if the country had 0 guns, who's to know what would happen? If every single person had a gun, who's to know what would happen? We don't know if it would work or if it wouldn't. It's, you know, like, there's certain facts to back opinions up, but in the end, like, I don't know, man. It is okay to disagree, though. Like it's okay to talk about it. Like, there's what's going on right now, though, dude. Like, with abortion, what do you think about that? Because I know you're religious. Like, what do you think about the whole abortion thing? Because right now, I haven't read up on it yet, so I don't want to like speak out of my ass. But from what I understand,
Talk about Georgia's laws.
Well, no. From what I understand, I don't know the specifics, but from what I've been seeing on like the internet and whatever people have been talking about, they're either have already passed or are very close to passing something that is like seriously against abortion for women, like banning them from getting abortions.
So I'm up to date on that one. So okay. So for those of you listening who don't know, Georgia recently passed a bill. It's been passed. It's now, I'm paraphrasing now. Fuck, but it's
right.
It's now a felony to have an abortion past 6 weeks old when the infant's 6 weeks old, because that's when it technically has a heartbeat. So at that point, you go for whatever. You get in trouble. It's now law. You can't do that. You go to jail. I believe it's a felony.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
And not only that, now here's where shit gets iffy, because I know that's a law. What I just said, that's a law that's been passed. 6 weeks, no abortion, Georgia, they're on it. But now here, I also heard that, like, let's say you have a miscarriage after 6 weeks. It's up in the air that moms can still be blamed. Moms could still go to jail. Like,
for having a miscarriage?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't know on that one, but that's just what I heard. I listened to a podcast and about it, and they were talking about it, and yeah. So I don't know if that one's a fact, but that topic was brought up, and someone had said that they heard that it was still going to take into effect, even though it wasn't their fault. That's why people are outraged. I just think, I mean, for me personally, like, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. I do. But I've always said, like, my feelings about abortion have never changed. I mean, I don't know. Changed slightly. I have grown to be way more religious now than I was growing up, because it wasn't pushed on us as kids. But I just found it growing up, whatever, and now I'm strongly believe in it. But when it comes to abortions, I mean, it's never right. And if you got a girlfriend and you're like messing around, whatever, you have and you know you don't take the right precautions and you have a kid, or she gets pregnant, then I think it's right. It's only right that you man up and you become a dad, because it's not fair to the kid. It's not fair to really anyone. Like, it's not fair to that kid. You don't know what that kid could have been. I think about, like, my nephew Brendan, like doctors said, like, he wasn't supposed to make it and stuff like that. So, like,
yeah, an abortion was an option. I remember they were talking about it.
Like, doctors said, look, he's not going to make it. If he does make it out, like, by the grace of God, he might survive 2 days. But
yeah.
Whatever, that was like that. And it wasn't anything to me back then. I mean, it was sad. It was crazy sad. But I didn't know Brendan, like, you know, he wasn't born yet. So it was just damn, like, it was tragedy. It was straight tragedy. But nothing like it would be now. Thinking back, knowing Brendan, that's my homie. That's my day one. Like,
yeah, now he's 5 years old.
He's 5 years old now. I absolutely love that kid. He's, like, seriously amazing. But yeah, so, like, looking back, I just think, like, now I don't think, like, that's why I feel the way I've always felt. But I guess, I'm kind of contradicting myself, but that's that. And I guess in the long run, I can't. It's because in the long run, I think for the kid's sake, you should do whatever it is you can do to have that baby and raise that baby successfully. Like, it shouldn't be, like, I know a lot of bitches that, like, rely on Plan B. You know what I mean? Because they don't give a fuck. They have zero morals. They just, like, but raw dick feels better. And it's like, but you have no soul. Yeah. It's like, raw dick feels better. I'll just go to CVS in the morning and get Plan B. Like, these are some bitches' mentality.
Yeah.
I swear to you. So, so that's fucked up. But as a kid growing up, what I've always felt like would be the sensible, like, way to approach an abortion, like, the only way I'd come to, like, let an abortion slide if I had the gavel in my hand, would be, like, if a woman had been raped. Like, right now, there's a case going on in Georgia where an 11-year-old had been raped and is now pregnant. So that's up in the air. Like, what the fuck? If she gets an abortion, is she now facing, like, penalty charges? Or so is she expected to have the baby? Like, at 11 years old, she's still a kid herself. So I don't even know girls could get pregnant at 11. But
some can. Girls go through puberty, like, sooner than dudes do typically. So you can be a very...
So yeah, like, as sick as that is, and as dark as that is, I kind of want to start off with something light, but that's exactly the topic that I had in mind to start out with.
It's important to talk about. It's important to talk about, though. Like, see, my thing, because I disagree. Like, I think that when it comes to abortion as like a procedure, I think that it's okay to disagree. Like, some people think that if a being has a heartbeat, then it is now a person of this world, and it's murder to abort that. Which I agree. Like, or I don't agree. I actually think that, like, it's hard because, like, with Brendan, before he was even, you know, whenever he was just like a concept inside of a person, like, he wasn't a little kid yet, so he wasn't like this person that we knew and, like, could touch. But still, the thought of, like, what could be it's hard to like decide. But see, my thing is I don't think there should be laws against it. I think that it should be up to the woman to decide. I think like whether your beliefs are no abortion ever or abortion whenever you want to abort, whether you're just a girl that got knocked up or a girl that got raped or whatever, like whatever your opinions are, I think that it's up to the girl with a person growing inside of her to decide, you know? Like it's up to her. If maybe she is one of these girls that's just aborting left and right because she just wants to like fuck raw or whatever, you know? Like that's fucked up. You're a terrible person if you're like that because like you need to have morals. But I think that it shouldn't be like against the law. You know, like it's tricky. I know it's tricky, but I don't know. It just seems wrong to me that like a woman can be faced with like a federal crime because she's deciding that she doesn't want to have a kid. You know, like I don't know. Like I said, it's all just philosophical, like religious philosophy, like whatever your belief is on like life. You know, it's kind of like that thing with we were talking about with the train. If you're gonna like pull the lever to make the train hit and kill someone in order to save everyone on that train, or let that train go and crash and kill everyone on the train. Some people philosophically would say that you cannot pull that lever because you're directly killing that person that would not have died if it wasn't for your decision. Like some people's philosophy is that you don't kill, like you, and that could be like their stance on abortion too. Like if you get an abortion, you're killing a life, which is true. Like you're ending a life that would have been, which is true, you know. And whether or not it's like considered a life at whatever stage of pregnancy, if you are pregnant and you choose to have an abortion, you are no longer pregnant and that life will never exist. So like, but I think my opinion, and it's okay to disagree with me, listener or Danny or whatever, is like, I don't think there should be laws prohibiting a girl from what she chooses to do. You know what I mean? Like I think that you can frown on the girl.
I'm gonna take it. Little $25 write-up.
Gets back out of the hospital. There's a ticket on her windshield. No. We're just trying to make light of this, people. This is a very serious topic, but I got something lighter to talk about because this is something I think I decided today, and I really need your opinion on it, bro.
What's up?
I think I'm gonna get a car.
Finance?
Yes, I think I'm gonna finance a car so my dream car is a Tesla, as you know, and I think this whole month I've been like up in the air, like, because I know one of my goals is to have a Tesla one day, and like I know that's materialistic and shit, but I see it as like I don't need that Tesla for happiness, but when it comes to like a vehicle I want to drive, like a dream car or whatever, that is it. Like if I could, that would be like end goal. Like bro, if I had a Tesla, that I would know that I made it in some monetary sense. But so I like recently decided that was going to be my goal. My first car I would ever finance would be a Tesla. Because like I've just bought these clunker cars, you know, just like $1,000, $2,000 cars that just like get me
no
by. No AC, having fucking, but no, they get me by, you know. Yeah. And like I decided like, all right, I'll just keep going on these cars. I'll get the AC fixed in my current car and just like let it ride out so I can pay all my student loans. And then like once I start making more money, because I'm in a position where like I'm close. Like I was looking into like with my credit and shit, financing a Tesla. And I'm not far off. Like if I just made like a little more money or something, had some sort of second income, like it could maybe happen sooner than I think it would. But no, so that made me decide just like, all right, keep going with the clunker cars. Eventually you'll get a Tesla and that'll be your first car finance and that'll be a sick goal to have. But no, today I was talking with Gabe about it and like he was just saying like, bro, you deserve something nicer than that thing out there. Because like my car is not very nice and like I don't know how much I haven't got my AC inspected yet, so I don't know how much it's gonna cost to fix it. But like I've got enough for a down payment on a car, and like I make enough to where I can make car payments. And but I was just thinking like I don't know. Like
I think here's what I'll say. I think you should do it because like I understand that dream. Like you know like dude, I've been clunkers my whole life. And my first car finance was like a Tesla. But like truthfully, I think you'll make it to the point where when you can buy a Tesla, you'll be buying it cash. You'll be owning it.
What?
Yeah.
You think so?
No doubt. Yeah. Like you have skills. You got skills to pay the bills, dude. So and you're very good at like managing money. And I know how badly you wanted a Tesla. Like anyone listening who doesn't know my brother, he is literally the least materialistic person I know. Like this man literally buys a skateboard, skate shoes, and that's it. Like nothing for like food. This man is very minimal. So like he's always wanted a Tesla though. So like But yeah, I feel you should that's a good goal, but for the time being, because think about it, you're financing, you're like, oh, I could almost get a Tesla, a little bit more. So think about if you just like wanted a Honda Accord that was badass, or like
For real?
or a Mustang. Like, so I think you deserve like something badass, not like a fucking. I mean, for realistic purposes, you could get something like economically smart, like good on gas, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I could see you on a fucking Mustang, like. Straight up, dude. Or a motorcycle. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about keeping the clunker and
Yeah, I was thinking about a motorcycle.
instead of a bike?
But I was thinking that'd be really cool, and I think that like part of me thinks that sorry to everyone's ears.
I'm so sorry. That was hella loud, but I had to.
But no, I did think about that because I've always wanted a motorcycle. I've always wanted to learn how to ride a motorcycle, and like I just think that would be so cool. But no, I don't know. I think like my insurance would go up, and then I would still be financing a vehicle for like thousands of dollars. So like I think most efficiently, especially in my current situation, like having two vehicles might not be too practical. So like if I sell this car for a little chunk and then like put a down payment on just a nice solid vehicle. My criteria though, because like make fun of me if you want, but my dream car, whenever anyone asked me before Tesla was a thing, I never had a dream car because like me, I don't really like care that much about like I like fast cars and I like going fast and whatever, and that'd be cool to have. And that's a bonus of the Tesla because they go pretty quick too. But like I really don't care, so I really don't have like a dream car or anything. I remember I used to say Hyundai Genesis. That used to be one of my favorite cars just because it looked really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then but no, dude, Prius. That was like I used to say that was my dream car is a Prius. I know.
I know. No, hey, what you should actually do is get a Genesis. Dead ass, cheap, good on gas. They're coupe, so your insurance will go up a little bit, but probably not.
Wait, you think I should get a coupe?
I think you should get the Genesis coupe, yeah. Maybe not. You drive a lot. Maybe, okay, now, yeah, we should realistically break this down.
Wait, here, let me list my criteria. Black.
Okay.
Number one, it's going to be a black car. It's going to be newer than 2010.
Gotcha.
And my other criteria was that I wanted some sort of like energy efficiency, whether it's like a Prius or like a Nissan Leaf or like one of those like energy efficient
Really?
cars.
No, dude.
But see,
really?
like when I think about it, because like that's why I want Tesla so bad.
I know, and you're gonna drive a Tesla one day. You're gonna get that out your head. Get that in your mind. You're gonna drive a Tesla one day. So I get you want to be economic, but like, so for the time being, dude, you just got done being vegetarian. Fuck it, dude. Get a diesel truck. You know what I mean? Say fuck the environment, dude.
Have that black smoke.
Nah, don't do that. But fucking Nissan Leaf, bro.
No.
Get like a dude. You want sedan? You want newer than 2010?
But I don't. Do I want sedan? Because I don't really drive people around that much. I do, and like I do like having the capability of driving people around, but coupe has back seats, right? Just 2 doors.
Yeah, but they're terrible back seats.
Oh.
Like every coupe. Like you want to kill yourself. Like in a person like Jake can't go in the back seat. Can't. Because I remember Delaney's dad used to have a Hyundai Genesis, and it was stick. Yeah, and it was coupe, and it was red, and it was stick shift, bro. It was 2.0 turbo, or is it the 3.8 track?
I don't fucking know.
See, yeah, for you, like 2.0 turbo, that's what you get. Good on gas, but you have a turbo. Small 4-cylinder engine, fucking $40, lasts you 2 weeks, like good, but you got a turbo. Look.
And that's manual?
You can get a manual for sure, yeah.
Okay, so realistically, let's just
say cheap, 10 grand. No way. 12 grand max. No way. Yeah, that was my next car. Like I was looking to get rid of my truck and finance either a G35 coupe manual or a fucking 350Z or a Genesis coupe. Genesis.
Okay, so let's break this down.
And they're Hyundais, reliable, cheap,
Japanese,
last for a long time.
So let's break this down. So let's say newer than 2010 Hyundai Genesis, black, coupe, manual, so I can learn how to drive stick. Realistically, how do I go about getting one in my driveway?
Go to CarMax.
CarMax?
Yep, go to CarMax, tell them exactly what you just told me. We can go together, I'll go with you. And literally say, be like, yo, looking for a Genesis. It's gotta be the coupe, gotta be black, and gotta be stick. Do you have one? No. Here's what we can do. They'll go to all the CarMaxes. They can get one shipped to them. It'll be take whatever coming from what store. If they have one in their Naples store, be like, oh, you can just go there or whatever. We'll figure something out. It's a matter of if they have it or not. They might have it though. The CarMax in Fort Myers, they may have it. And then it doesn't stop there. I would say CarMax just because they offer really good like financing. They like really work with you. But you say you have good credit and shit, so man, I did. We could head to the Hyundai dealership straight from Hyundai. Yo, look for Jenny.
Wait, that's if CarMax doesn't have it, or this is the alternative option? Go to the Hyundai.
Alternative option. Even if CarMax has it, be like, okay, dope. We're gonna go check around. We'll be back. Go to fucking the Hyundai dealership. Ask them. Like, look, right now, watch. I'm about to find you all the ones of that criteria in the area for like that are available.
Dude, this is why I knew it'd be good to talk to you. You know your shit.
This is all I did.
And I was telling them about. Your car. Well, you didn't get Bree the car, but like you were involved in researching that, right?
Yeah.
And like that, dude, that's a beautiful car for not that much.
Yeah.
And, like,
Dale found that car, but yeah, I had to go and I went with them and checked it out, looked at it with Dale, and they left the decision up to me basically.
Because you're good at that stuff. You're good at like going on Craigslist.
And they told me too. They were like, "What do you think about the price?" I told you about it. Like they were like, "What do you think about the price?" Nailed it on the price. Like my number was his number. So I was like, "There you go." And I started low too, man. I'm glad.
And with how many you're good at like buying and selling vehicles. Like that shit stresses me out so much. But you're good at like I don't want a truck anymore. I want a Mustang. So you just like. Look up some stuff, do some research. A couple weeks later, don't have a truck anymore. You have a Mustang. 2 months later, I want a truck again. Sold the Mustang, get the truck.
Lifted, manual. Yeah, find what I want and get it.
Yeah, and then I saw the stuff you got, Bree. Like that car is so nice, and like you guys got such a good deal on that based on like your guys' research and like the way you went about it. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking like, dude, you gotta like, because now I'm in a position where I'm not like scraping by for like change to like get whatever car I can afford. Like when I went to Lee Auto Group to get my other car,
right?
I had like barely enough money for like anything in the lot.
So show me the cheapest cars you have.
Yeah, show me the ones that are $1,000, no more than that. And I remember I saw one that was like decent. I would at the time I thought it was like beautiful and perfect, but it was not. Now that I think back on it, but it was $3,000, and I remember thinking that like, damn it. But nowadays, like I could get that right now, you know,
for real.
So then just considering that is like, how much do you like what's like I don't know anything about this, but like how do you like put a down payment? How much is like a down payment on a car like that?
Whatever you want, really. I mean,
really?
The bigger the better. Like if you were to sell your car, if you were to put, let's say you want a car that's.
How much do you think I could get that for? That Chevy Lumina 2001. $500?
Dude, more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, like.
It's got less than 100,000 miles.
You can probably get a solid. The AC doesn't work. You could probably get $1,500 for it.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Dude.
It's a motor. Dude, hell yeah. Like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, actually. Probably $2,000. But 15 is where someone would definitely come by and haggle you if you're at 2 and they'll be like, look, it doesn't have AC.
Dude, you gotta help me with that.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah. I'd be offended if anyone else sold your car. For real, yeah, I'm good at it, dude. I love it. Look at this one. It's white, but this one's white, but yeah, black for sure. But yeah, we'll look around just so you get the price. This one's 14, and it's a 2013, so that's newer.
Dang, that one's manual.
Yeah, check it out,
dude. I'm gonna be so stressed. Gonna have to learn how to drive manual.
Nah, learn in my truck. That way, when you get in, it's just you're like, stick shit. It's easy too, bro. You're saying I'm gonna be stressed. You're gonna laugh. Like you're gonna listen to this podcast in a couple months and laugh. You're just gonna be like,
I'll give it an update.
Stressed. What was he stressing about?
Dude, that's gonna be so cool though. Especially if I could get like all black, bro, and then I can have like a color scheme. Because right now in my car I have the black seat covers, black and blue seat covers. Can't have a color scheme because my car's green. Like not even like a cool green.
Yeah, you'll get it, bro. You'll get it. Hell yeah, you'll get it.
Man, so dude, I guess I'll have to wait a couple more paychecks, and then I'll have a good chunk, and then we could look into selling my car, and then me and you could just go get it that day. Man.
Shit, yeah.
And then I would just have to, the only other step from there would be updating Geico, right? I just have to contact Geico, switch my car to the Hyundai, and then insurance would go up a tiny bit. But
Yeah. If you buy, yeah, like, the cool thing is buying it from, like, CarMax, yeah, they take care of, like, pretty sure they take care of majority of the shit you need to do through the DMV. And
Oh, really?
Shit, plate fee. I don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure. And then you could just, because I've never bought a car from a dealership, but I know when you do buy it, like, you're good to go. You have a dealership plate for the first, like, 30 days, and then as that's going on, they're figuring your shit out with the DMV and everything, getting that plate mailed to you. So then your plate comes in the mail, and you just slap your real plate on and go from there. But yeah, dealerships. Because it's always sketch. Like when you trade a car, when I go and trade my car, like I traded my truck for a Mustang and then drove back from Cape Coral illegally. Like, because it's like the plate on it, like they take their plate, you know what I mean? So they don't get charged with a new plate fee. So they can put, you know, so they take their plate. And then and so that's it. And then if you put your plate on it and just say, like, I'm going to just drive home, if they read the plate and it comes up 2002 Dodge Ram, and then you're driving a 2001 Ford Mustang, or 2003 Ford Mustang, and you're like, oh, whatever. Yeah, so that looks bad.
Wait, so then would the dealership, or no, I guess when I sell my current car, I would take my license plate and take it to the DMV.
Well, you would just take your license plate and you'd take it, and then you'd call your insurance and take your car off, let them know you sold it, and I don't think you'd do anything with the DMV from there. But then, yeah, you just have your plate because DMV is all electronical. You know what I mean? You'll have the title of your car because you'll sell it, or no, you won't have the title.
I would give them the title.
Yeah. So you may have, I don't know, you may have to go to the DMV and do some shit. Well, I know when I trade, it's just I'm getting a new vehicle, so I obviously have to go to the DMV.
Yeah.
But when you sell a vehicle with the plate, I don't think you have to do anything. I don't think you have to go to the DMV. It's all handled electronically.
Yeah, because I
to
didn't
the
have
point
to.
when they take that, like the person who bought it, they'll take that title, go, put it in their name.
Well, no, but you have to be there when they transfer the title. Because I had to, when I sold my Chevy
That makes
Cavalier in
sense.
Pennsylvania, I had to go to the DMV with him, and it was pretty far, the DMV. So like I had to drive with him, or like follow him, because I didn't know where the hell I was going. I just moved to Pennsylvania. Followed him to the DMV with Delaney, and then I had to be there while he like transferred over the title to his name, and that's all I had to be there for.
Okay.
But then, so would I have to do it like the same day? Like, let's say I sold my Lumina, I gotta go to work the next day, so I need a car. So would I go to the dealership that day? You know?
Yeah. Nah. That he's like, I'm fucked.
I just had to request 3 days off work.
It's like I gotta get to work, Danny.
What am I gonna do?
You said we were good. You said have a car.
But no, realistically, I could just request off. But we saw it on Craigslist. We don't know when the dude's gonna.
Now listen, I'll put it on Facebook. A guy will hit me up. Multiple people hit me up, and then finally I'll get a reel somebody that says, "Yo, $1,500, I'll come pick it up now." I'm like, "Okay, fine, come pick it up." Dude will come. He'll pick it up. He'll sign your title over. You may have to go to the DMV with him. I don't believe you do, bro. But you may have to go with him because once you sign the title over, like I never went with Manny. I sold the S10 to Manny. And never went. I signed the fucking title, everything I need to. As long as you fill out everything you need to on the title, all your info saying that you just sold or gave them the truck for whatever you write down on the amount, you can put the amount you sold it for. Most people put trade or gift, doing the buyer, the purchaser a favor so they don't have to pay sales tax on what they bought it for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't believe you would have to go. So you would sell it, and then we'd get the $1,500, and let's say we sell it, around noon, and I'll plan it right. Like if the dude's like, hey, can I come look at it? And it's Friday at 8 fucking p.m. I'll say, or fucking Thursday at 6. I'll say no. Come Saturday at fucking 10 in the morning. Be there if you want it. You know what I mean? Find a real buyer. Like that's what I mean. You'll know. I know how to like weed in and out because when you put something up for sale on Facebook or Craigslist, you get a lot of people hitting you up. Hi, is this available? Yes. They never message you back. Like it's like an internet troll. I don't know what it is. I'm like, what the fuck was the point of this? Like, was it available? You message back 1 minute later. Yes, it is. No response. Or hey, would you do 40? Sure. No response. Like literally, they're just there to fuck with you. So if you find a serious buyer, someone who really needs a car, you know, they want it. They're like, hell yeah, I need this Lumina, like good price, low miles. I'm gonna get it. So they tell them, okay, Friday they come, we'll get it. From there, we take the cash. We go to the sorry for the curse words. We go to the DMV. Or no, we don't go to the DMV. We go to the dealership. We get your car. They'll figure everything out. Like if we go to CarMax, I know CarMax for sure. 'Cause CarMax, like I said, is really good at financing, and you say you have really good credit, so like that's only going to help you. I know CarMax they're good at dealing with all levels. Like if you don't have any credit, bad credit, no credit, but if you have good credit, they're going to treat you well. That's one thing in car dealerships too. Like the second they run that credit and see kid's 23 with 700 credit score, 780 credit score, they're treating you like royalty. Get this kid the black Genesis, but it's in Kid Coral. Craig, get the fucking black. It'll be here by noon, but it's 11:30. It'll be here by noon. Craig, black Genesis. Straight up. His credit score is 780. And then you just look like, bro, you said that out loud. He's like, got my fired.
Just take it.
Nah, that's how it is though. I've seen it one too many times.
So what do you think in that scenario? What do you think is the possibility that we would decide not to get a car? That they tell me that it's like 20,000 or something.
Well, nah.
Or if they just don't have
we
one.
can go look sooner. We can go look and find you one that you want. Like before you sell your car.
Oh yeah.
We can go to CarMax, tell them what you're doing, say you have good credit, you have the money, you're just waiting to sell your car. You're waiting to find a car so you can sell the car and get moving with the down payment. And then they might say, well, hey, look, we have this one here, and if you give us your fucking clunker, we'll give you $3,000 off the thing. Because they do dealership, they could take CarMax. They could take that car, put new AC in it, give it a new paint job, restrip the interior,
$4,000,
and then they could go and sell it for $6,000. I swear, that's what they do.
Huh?
Yeah.
Would you want to think that would be the best option then?
We could approach CarMax with that, because like you said, you're not scrounging up like pennies to try to get whatever car you have. You have money. This car would just help for the down payment selling it. But yeah, we could talk to them. Like I know right now, Nissan, Sutherland Nissan, whatever, is doing this deal. They've been push, pull, or tow it in. We'll give you $5,000 off your clunker. Like saying it doesn't even have to run. Like you could literally tow it in, tow a clunker, and they'll give you $5,000 off their Nissans because they have a huge abundance of Nissan Altimas that they're trying to sell off. 2012 Nissan, a good car, but they have an abundance of inventory, so they're doing this shit. And now it's even gotten worse. Now they're like, bring us in, and it's $7,000 clunker, and now it's like, hey, and if your car runs with working AC, $12,000 to $15,000 off the new Altima. Like they're giving them away at this point. But yeah, you could. I'm sure like Hyundai or CarMax, they could help us out. They can help you out. Find you what you want.
Let's go right now.
Let's go. Zach be pissed. I told him 8:30 for the gym, so I was able to stretch it out a little bit. So that's cool.
That's alright. We're almost there.
Yeah, sorry this podcast has been kind of boring. We've been covering some shit we need to talk about.
We're just shooting it.
Real quick, too, before we can wrap it up, we can get into one more interesting thing, and you can highlight this. You could skip that whole thing. You could put something to skip that whole thing, and if anyone just wants to listen to politics in the next topic, fuck it, don't do it. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. All right, think about. I wrote this down yesterday, and I don't remember the example I had, but I wrote, anything can be controversial. There's two sides to most equations / situations. And which it kind of refers to that politics. Like, people get so, like wrapped in, like, what they believe in, and, like, they're not changing their mind, and what they believe in is right, and, like, they get so wrapped up in it. But there's two sides. I forget the example that I came up with yesterday. I was driving. It was late at night, and it wasn't too late, but later. No, I wasn't even driving.
Well, think about a lot of like even like crime and stuff. You gotta think like if you're a police officer, from your perspective, obviously you are the symbol of like what's right in society. So like anyone that you're going after or any call you get about any sort of situation and like criminal activity, you are in the right and you are like pursuing that righteousness, But then if from the other side, if you're that criminal, think about if you're like, let's say you're, I don't know, depending on the crime, like let's say you're stealing something, but let's say there are people that are just straight up bad, don't get me wrong, but like let's say you're a criminal stealing something because like you need to feed your family or something. To you, that's right, because you need to feed your family and you have you have other options. I don't think anyone should resort to crime, but sometimes like based on your situation, like that is in your mind what is right, you know? Like if you read a story from their perspective, you'd be on their side because they're the protagonists, because they've got a family and another kid on the way, like job's not doing so great, they just got laid off or something, and like they gotta like steal some food or whatever, and then from in that story, that's the protagonist, that's the person doing right. But if you read a story based on the police officer that apprehends that criminal at whatever said like place that they stole from, he's the protagonist. So the cop is the protagonist. You hear it from his side, and he's doing right, and that person's the antagonist. So like the two sides of the coin. Obviously there is something that's just like objectively right and objectively wrong. But in every story, there's two sides. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I don't know if that's what you meant, but that's what got my mind going.
Yeah, that is kind of what I meant. Yeah, it's just crazy how like people get so mad, and it's just like, but if you like take a minute, turn around, and fucking look at it from the other side, you can kind of see
like who's that dude?
from.
Who's that dude that you were telling me about? That you said is very. You don't have to say names, but like you said is very, very like passionate about stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy I work with. That's what I was talking about. I kind of said his name. I only work with. Fuck. He's listening.
It's all good. No, but what does he do?
Scream! He hates, like, what do you mean, what does he do?
Like, is that what made you make that note, that dude? Because whenever you say people are super passionate, he seems like the kind of dude that's, like, absurdly passionate.
I mean, yeah, he's just, I don't really want to, like, dog him on this podcast. He listens.
Oh, he does? Yeah. Alright, you're all good, bro. We're just chatting.
He's a good guy though, passionate, very opinionated. But yeah, so
who do you know? Who else? You got any examples?
No,
I got examples.
I had a good one. Like I should have wrote it down too, but it was long, and I remember being like, nah. But
like those posts you see on Facebook where people are like there's things I'm very passionate about, but like people will post and say like if you like are against this, delete me or something like that, and I think that that's harmful. Like I think that that's not a good way to be, because I think that like there are people that have bad opinions and like they're not in the right, but at the same like I think you still need to be open to like listening to them. You know?
Yeah, imagine if your timeline was full of everyone that had the same thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, that's dangerous, bro.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's dangerous.
Yeah,
and like don't get me wrong, it annoys me whenever I see like posts that are like super like against what I think. It annoys me a little bit because I'm just like, fucking idiot. Mm-hmm. But like I try to like dissolve those thoughts because I don't think that those are healthy thoughts. Like it's okay to have opinions and it's okay to think you're in the right and it's okay to think other people were in the wrong, but I think it's bad to like shun those people, because those people can change your mind because maybe you are in the wrong. There's two sides to every story, and maybe we're the star of our own story, so like we think everything that we are saying and thinking is what's right for us, but sometimes it's not, and sometimes it takes a very opposite and like harsh opinion to change our mind and make us realize that.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you had any big things that you've like used to think but have changed your mind drastically? I do.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
My entire life. Seriously, yeah. Like I mean, like I was telling you in the past, just like, I mean, with religion and everything. Like, I mean, growing up through high school and shit. Like I've just done things to people, or I've done things in general that like no one would forgive. Like I've done the most fucked up things, even from like when I was a little kid. Like in 3rd grade, I'll straight spill the beans. 3rd grade, show and tell. I'm so fucked up, bro. I was saying I was such a fucked up guy. 3rd grade, bro. Innocent little kid, man. Show and tell, bro. Right? And this bitch brings in, not bitch. I'm sorry. See, I'm already just doing it, man. I'm sorry.
Have you changed? No.
Nah. Okay, so this girl, bro, brought in a like Barbie, Okay, basically I'll just say, because you probably remember.
I
You remember that moped?
Yes. I remember he came home with a moped in his back, size of his backpack, dude, giant like Barbie moped. Just pulls it out of his backpack, and I'm like, oh, where'd you get that? And it's like, my class.
Someone gave it to me. I guess I'm cool or something. Yeah.
And did you also wasn't there, like wrestling toys too? That there was like that book. There's the book that opens up. It looks like a book, but you open it up and it's a computer.
I made a trade for that one.
Oh, okay.
I traded some cards for that. That thing was dope. I forget what I traded, but I wanted that for my cards so I could stash, because I was getting in trouble for bringing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like 4th grade, me and my friend kept getting in trouble for trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards. In the 5th grade too, we were trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I don't know. I was telling Bree, I was like, I don't know, or I was telling somebody like, I don't know what the big deal is, dude. It's 5th graders trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and my teacher would get hot, bro. Me and Ryan Pierce, bro. Shout out Ryan Pierce, yeah. And we trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But I remember, there was this dictionary that like looked like a dictionary. I mean, you open it and the pages were like hollowed out, and it was like a toy. Like it wasn't somebody did that to a dictionary, but it looked pretty legit. And I was like, yeah, I want that. But yeah, I bargained for that one. I had to trade some shit for that. But yeah, dude, like this moped, man, fucked up. Like I remember like going home, like, cause dude, talk about sweaty hands. I'm in 3rd grade, dude. Like I don't even know how I did it, but I was like finesse king back then. Like I was just like, all right, so like recess, and so everyone's gonna come. So when they come in, if I'm the caboose, I was probably the caboose this week. I was like, so if I'm the caboose, I'm looking at everyone's back for approximately 1.8 seconds until the first person turns around at their desk. So I said, okay, when everyone gets in the room, from Jamie Chu's backpack straight to my backpack. And boy, that did it. Bah! And then it happened. And then ready? And then like whatever goes by, minutes go by, and I'm sure Jamie wanted to look at her toy like for show and tell. Someone probably said, hey, what's up with that moped or whatever? Oh, it's right here. And then she just realized it's gone. Teacher lost it. Teacher clock fucking doors went locked down. It was like those cartoons. My bad, hitting the mic like crazy. And she's like, who's got it? I'm checking everyone's backpack. And I was talking about sweaty hands, bro. I was like, fuck. And you know how like they had that little like in the elementary school? They had, and it was like end of the day right here. And it was like announcements were about to come on. So I was like, I'm free. I did it. And then like all of a sudden this bitch is crying because her toy's lost. And I'm like, fuck, man. And I'm like, fuck. Teachers, like, yeah, doors didn't really lock. There was no doors, but you know, teachers were in front of the door like, nobody's leaving. Took everyone's backpack off the hanger because you know you couldn't sit with your backpack. It was like whatever. They were on those little cubbies or whatever. Yeah. Everyone's backpack's getting thrown, and then like, dude, I don't know what happened. Announcements start going off. Buses get called.
And they said, fuck Jamie Chu.
No, I don't know how I got my bag, but I ended up with my bag. And, because, like, I think I just, dude, I don't know, man. I'm looking back. I'm trying to think so hard, like, what happened. Because I can remember not having my bag and sketching, sweaty hands, face red. People probably knew I stole it. Like, look, thinking back, dude, I was probably freaking, like, yeah, I hope you find it. Like biting my nails and shit. But and then next thing I know, I was, you know how like they had classroom, bathroom, classroom, and there was like a little back hallway that connected 2 classrooms. So we were in the classroom right here, and then the next classroom was the classroom on the corner, and then the next was the double doors, and you're out your color pod. You know what I mean? Like in elementary school.
Yeah.
So I booked it. I don't know how I got my book bag either, but like I ended up boot ganging it to the other room. I said, boot gang, went to the other room, bro, and then just dipped out because that teacher wasn't checking book bags, and announcements were going. Like, if you're driving on bus number 18, that's 288 is now 399. Bus 28, I repeat, bus 288 is now 399, and I'm gone. I'm out the door. I'm on my bike. Next thing I knew, I flash back, and I'm biking. I feel the weight of it. It's in my backpack, and I'm biking home. Got it, Danny. You didn't go to ALC in fucking 5th grade or 3rd grade, whenever it was. 3rd grade. It was. Yeah, wild, dude. I look back on that and I'm like, dude, that poor girl. Like, I'm such a piece of shit. Like, I can laugh on it now, but yeah, no, it was nights that kept me up, shit. And that's just some little things. Like, that's some shit I did in third grade. Like, it only gets worse. And yeah, but the moral of all that is like, yeah, finding, like, you know, God to forgive you for your sins and just having like, I don't know, it's just this sense of like overall peace that like.
Do you think?
Cool.
Do you think that getting away with that, like right out the gate of like growing up, contributed to any sort of badness that you did in the future? If you think about it.
Probably. Because I was steady scheming in elementary school.
You were.
And then it got worse in middle school, and it got way worse in high school, and now I'm cool. But yeah.
Because I remember
steady scheming.
I think I was in second grade. No, first grade. I think I was in first. No, maybe it was kindergarten. I don't remember. One of these first grades, like first couple of grades of school. I remember there was this kid. His name was Robbie, and I remember he had a little like keychain hanging off his backpack. That was the Lay's potato chips symbol. And I don't know why I thought that was so cool. Like I've always been into like stickers and like logos and stuff like that. And it was just a perfect like exact logo of like Lay's potato chips. And I don't know why he had it, but he had it hanging off his backpack. And I was like, damn, that thing is so cool. I remember just sitting at my desk. That thing's so cool. And then like I don't remember. It was so long ago. I don't remember how I ended up taking it, but I took it. I don't know if it like fell off his backpack or something, but I got it. Or like I think I might have just straight up took it off his backpack while I was at the Cubbies, but I took this little keychain and I had it in my backpack. And then same deal, like he couldn't find it, and he was like, "Teacher, I can't find my laser. I can't find my keychain." So she locks everything down and she's like, "All right, we're not being dismissed until we find Robbie's keychain." And then like start going through everyone's stuff. And I remember I was sketching, but I didn't double down like you did, bro. I remember I took it out of my backpack and I threw it on the ground, and I was like, "There it is."
Hey, Robbie, yo, it's right by your desk, you fucking idiot. Let's go now. Come on, dude. Fall off your bag. Go home.
But dude, I don't know if this is just my memory, like making things more dramatic, but I swear, do you remember Miss Clipfelt?
Yeah.
It was kindergarten, because I remember Miss Clipfelt was like our, she's still there, you know.
Clipfelt?
Yeah!
That's her name?
I think her name...
Miss Clipfelt?
No! I think it's Clipfeld or something like that.
I was like, yo, what the fuck, Clipfeld?
No, but her name changed since then, but she's still at the school over there.
Oh, okay.
But no,
I do remember her.
I remember she was my kindergarten teacher's like assistant lady, like she'd be in there some days, and I swear she saw me. She saw me take it out of my backpack, throw it on the ground, and be like, "Hey, Robbie, there it is." Like I remember looking over to her and like she was looking at me, and again,
she winks.
She's kid. You done good. No, but nah. Yeah, but I failed. Like, I got caught. I would have gotten caught, or I thought I would have got caught, so I just didn't double down. I was like, no more bad stuff. And I just, like, quit. And since then, like, I never, like, tried to do any bad stuff because, like, I always just got this terrible feeling, like, would never just, like, commit.
Dude, for the longest time, I got away with everything. Like, I was like, holy shit. Like, I was so bad, and then I just got away with everything that, like, I would, like, literally, me and another kid goofing off, he gets in trouble. The kid's like, what? And I'm just like, hell yeah, dude. Like, I was just so laid low. Always been that way. And then, even in high school, I remember, like, senior year in high school, the teacher told me, like, you try to lay low, but you can't lay, like, he's like, you just try to glide on by, you, like, all your friends are up here, and you're in the back, still causing trouble, but you're not getting noticed. You just go unknown. And I'm just like, you know me too well, nigga. I'm out. You know me too well? I'm done with this bitch. I'm out. Peace. But, yeah. Yeah, I always, yeah. So, I changed my ways, though, a lot, man. Like, now, just, like, you know, I'd look back, like, if my kid did that, I'd be like, come on, man. Like, you can't do that. I'd teach him that that's wrong. But dude, I did some shit, man. Like, and that's only the beginning of it. Did some shit, man.
Yup.
Yeah, so, but maybe that's a good question, though, dude. I wonder if that day in third grade started it all.
Coulda, who knows? Like, I feel like if you start getting away with stuff from the get-go, then, like, that's how you start, like, keep on, you know? But if you get hit right from the get-go, that's how you learn your lesson right away. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. True that.
I don't know. Or it could just be the type of person I am. Maybe I'm a bitch. I don't double down on this stuff. I don't commit to that sketchiness.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a lot of times where like shitting bricks. I'm like, you don't understand. Shitting bricks. I'm so nervous. But then like, even when I wasn't religious, and like I'd be in terrible situations, I'd be praying, God, boy, God, please don't let me get arrested. Let me please get away with let me please just
this once. I'll change my ways, please.
Yeah, no. And I remember one time it did it, bro. Changed it all because I got away and I was done. I was done for good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to get into it.
No, that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, no matter what platform you're listening to this on, check us out on Instagram at City of Palms Podcast or email cityofpalmspodcast@gmail.com and let us know what you think. We've been wanting some listener questions. So if you got any questions for me or Danny or any guests that we got coming up, we post on Instagram when we're having guests and all that stuff. So let us know.
Yeah,
what's on your mind?
DM us or hit us at an email, cityofpalmspodcast@gmail.com. You can email us any questions or concerns you guys, or any topics too that you guys want us to address. Just shoot them in the DM on Instagram or hit us with an email.
Especially if you're from the area. There's a ton of cool stuff in Southwest Florida that we need to get into, and some of the things we don't know about. You know, we're only two dudes. We don't know about everything going on around here, so it's gonna take some help.
Yeah.
So contribute any way you can. Leave a comment on a post, DM us, email us, whatever you want to do.
If you got friends or family or someone you know or you yourself is killing it in any aspect, you're like an athlete, you're a musician, you're a producer.
Or you just been through some stuff. If you just want to tell some stories, bro, we're here for it.
Or you just been through some shit, want to talk to two dope dudes who can relate, then come hit us up, dude. Slide in the DMs, follow us on Instagram, and just DM us. And yeah, we're easy to work with, and not really denying many people up on this show. If you got a voice, we think it deserves to be heard. So step on up.
And we supply snacks. So you want some Twizzlers?
We're snacking on Twizzlers.
We had gummy bears with Ivan.
Yeah, dude, we got snacks.
It was great.
Not the healthiest, but hey.
It's all good. If you want healthy, we'll bring you healthy.
Okay,
Carrots and ranch.
Damn. So big thank you to everyone listening. Sorry for all the loud noises, pauses, cuss words, ands, or buts.
We're just being us.
We're just being us. No gas, man. We're just kicking it. This is what it's all about. Just like kicking it with the bro, having hour-long conversations about what car he's gonna get next.
City of Palms, baby.
City of Palms, baby. Welcome to it.
All right, thanks for listening today. Catch us next week. Stay tuned.
Yes,
and
sir.
hit him with that outro, Biscuit.
Scream!